Well, hey folks, how y'all doing? Welcome back in. Yeah, you're saying, a lot of people ask me, Tom, how do you keep your grills clean? But this one's going to be about how you keep the inside of your grill clean. Now, I've got a Weber 15-year-old Spirit here, Weber Spirit, and we haven't cleaned the inside of this for over 2 years. And that's what we're doing today. I'm going to show you some of the basic stuff, and then I'm going to get down as to, some of the more detailed stuff and how to keep from having a grease fire, because really keeping the inside of your grill clean is the key to not having a grease fire. All right, as you can see, I've pulled a lot of stuff out of there already. The flavorizer bars, this is my second run on flavorizer bars. The other one is rusted through. Remember, we're down here in the Southern Command, Florida. So the first one's rusted through. This is my second pair. 2 pair in 15 years, I think is pretty good. And basically, we're just, this wire brush like this, folks, pick up at the hardware store. It's got a scraper on one side, wire brush on the other side, and that's what I'm using. I scraped all the debris off inside and outside. If there's some on the inside, and then just wire brush it. I'm not going to put anything else on there. Heat will do the rest for me. Same thing with the grates. These are the stainless steel grates. These have a tendency to get material built up on the underside, so I flipped them over, wire brush, scrape that. Really pretty easy to do. Same thing with the warming rack. And then you've got that other hanging rack right there, which I never use, and that thing's getting pretty rusty. So I might just eliminate that since I never use it. But this is the key right here, folks. Now let's get into the inside of the grill. I'm actually embarrassed to show you this. This is disgusting. So this is prime and ready for a grease fire. And we did brats on here last night, and I did not have a fire, but I was looking down there and going, boy, this thing really needs a cleaning. So I start up high. I had a lot of flaking coming off the grease there, creosote and such, and wire brush once again. When you wire brush, then I've got this little shop vac that I'm just using, and I'm not going to do anything else with it. That's good enough right there. If you wanted to take, and you saw that I had this oven and grill cleaner out, if you wanted to use some of that on that, you can. Just remember, if we're going to use any of that on there, that when you're done, you fire this thing up and run her on high for at least 30 minutes, if not longer, to get any fumes or any residue from those type of cleaners out of there. So let's keep on going with the scraping. All right, so this is just pure simple elbow grease. There's no other way of doing this. And you're just want to scrape that material off. And that's what's great about a Weber, because you've got this aluminum tub that is relatively easy to clean. And if it's really greasy and kind of like juicy, fire this up and dry some of that grease off first. Well, I don't want to tell you to burn it off, because you could ruin the paint on your Weber, but you just want to keep on going like this, get as much as that loose stuff off, and then you can use the wire brush portion. And that'll get in all those nooks and crannies. And you don't have to get this perfect. If you get it perfect, then you're not going to want to cook on it again, because it'll just get dirty. So, but what you're seeing right there, that's good enough right there. Let's keep on going. All right, making some good progress now. To get in between the burners here, we're just going to use a scraper here. So we want to get everything, all that grease, all that loose stuff out of there. Like I said, this doesn't have to be immaculate. What we see right here, that's good. That's perfect right there. You're good to go. We're going to keep working down. What I like about the way Weber designs these is all these surfaces right here, you're seeing right here, that's at an angle. These are the only ones. This was flat. This is on an angle. Even down here, it's on an angle, and goes down to your drip tray or ashtray. And you can see it looks like it's peeling there. That's actually aluminum foil. So we're gonna take that whole thing off. Once we get this all scraped off, get rid of that aluminum foil, clean up that tray real good, and we're gonna reline it with aluminum foil. You can see the burners are in good shape. These are stainless steel burners. The rust you see on there, that comes from above. And we're just gonna, before we close this up, we will turn it on and make sure that all our burners are working. But we just got to be careful. These inner ones, if you want to take aluminum foil, put it over there and protect this from getting any debris in that center one. These other ones are coming out the side, so I don't see it as an issue. You can see my igniter right here. Yeah, that's seen better days, but it's still working, so I ain't touching it. All right, making some good progress here. Now I have decided to go ahead and use, don't ask me where, I'll tell you where I got it from. My wife picked it up at a rummage sale for 25 cents. It's a full can, and I've decided to do the inside of the hood because what's going to happen is that stuff you still saw in it, that's going to continue to dry out and it peels and then just falls down on your food. So I want to get the inside of the top of the lid as clean as possible. So we're going to let that sit on there for a while. This stuff must work well because I noticed it even started to take the paint off the can. So make sure you're using this per the directions in a very good ventilated area. All right, scraped, wire brushed, and took off the first coat of the Misty, and now we got the second one on there. I did get everything cleaned out underneath here, and we've pulled the ashtray, and that's what it looks like. So we're just going to empty that out and scrape it, clean it as best as we can, and reline it with aluminum foil. All right, grease tray, same routine. Scraped as much as I could. Now I've got the oven / grill cleaner on there. 2 coats, and we're going to call it good. All right, as we wait for the oven cleaner / grill cleaner to do its thing, we're going to vacuum out and just take a vacuum over the right over the gas burners and any debris that might be in there. I mean, this is a good time to inspect them if you got rust or something. They shouldn't rust, they're stainless steel, but if they are wearing out and you're getting holes in between there where it's connecting, then it's time for some new burners. And you gotta look at your warranty, because warranties on these burners I think are like 10 years, at least 5 years. So, you know, if it's still under warranty, you can get yourself a new pair. All right, we didn't get all the grease off there, but 4 coats of the oven cleaner. I actually used a Brillo pad too and got it down to not much left. You can see we even got the temp probe to shine again. We're ready to go down there. We got our aluminum foil on there. I did give that bottom tray there after aluminum foil was out, cleaned that real good. Put some oven cleaner on there too. Now we're just going to check and make sure before we button up. The only thing I regret is that I did not look in here beforehand and got a new igniter with a protector there, because that is rusted out. But we're just going to make sure everything runs here. See that? I hope you can see that. Yeah, and everything is everything's running there. So we're ready to start buttoning this up, and then we'll address the outside. So one quick tip when putting the flavorizer bars back, I'll take the ones from the outside that don't get as much heat and put those on the inside. You can see this one right here. That was on the outside along with this one. So kind of a good time to rotate your flavorizer bars and even out the wear and tear on them. All right, outside of the grill, that's what I use right there. Now, I usually use this in the spray version, but supply shortages, folks, I can only find it in that version. So I'm just gonna put some on there. I'm gonna rub it on there to help take the grease off. I'll let it dry, and then I'll polish it. Super simple. Well, you can see how nice it even works on the plastic, real nice. And I'm just using a clean rag and buffing it up, folks, and it'll look like it's brand new again within a couple minutes. Oh man, we can take a look at that. Looks brand new, folks. I tell you, a lot of work. This is at least 2.5 hours, but it's been over 2 years since it's been cleaned. So it needed the attention. Otherwise, this was a grease fire waiting to happen. If you're wondering what we used on the stainless steel doors there, I found this stuff at Ace Hardware called Sheila Shine. I think that's how it's pronounced. Made in the USA. And there's a gel gloss we used on the rest of it. Like I said, if you can find that in the spray can, that's what you want to use. But this grill looks brand new. And the only thing to do is fire it up and take it up to high temp and let it sit there for at least 30 to 45 minutes. Burn off all those chemicals from that oven cleaner. So, folks, I hope this was helpful. Tom Horseman at YouTube. Thumbs up, leave a comment. And as always, thanks for watching.